there can be differences between puppies and dogs in the same litter. And it's due to the gene sites, the genetics, all the sciencey stuff.
Yeah.
If you're into that kind of stuff, you can read more about that in more detail.
That's crazy. How it works down generations.
Yeah. Yeah,
of
absolutely.
The genes.
All right. Continuing on in the same chapter, the genetics of the mind. Another section I highlighted here was theoretically, undesirable behaviors in dogs can be altered or avoided by careful attention to genetic influence. But in fact, we still breed primarily for morphology and awfully simply for curiosity. By doing so, we retain within the genetic repertoire of the dog a genetic pool of what can only be described as harmful recessive genes. Genes that might on one hand create the morphology we desire, but that on the other hand might be linked with a deterioration in maternal care or a carelessness in hygiene or an increased tendency to snap at children. So what he's saying here is, because a lot of times we're breeding dogs for the way they look,
right?
Aesthetic type things.
Yeah.
We're going to retain a lot of problem genes. Because over time, you can technically breed certain things out of a bloodline. But because we're so focused as mankind, as a society, on the way the dog looks, we're retaining a lot of harmful genes. And this brings up another good point, is the damage that these backyard breeders or the not legit breeders, the damages that they're doing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's so many people out there that are just breeding dogs to make money, or breeding dogs because they think that, they like the dog or whatever, they like this breed or whatever. They're doing a favor for whoever.
Yeah.
They want their dog to have babies or whatever. They don't understand though what potentially they're doing, and they don't really care.
Or maybe the dogs they have that they are breeding, to have the puppies have these issues that maybe they don't even realize they're issues.
Right.
That's
what I'm
and
saying.
they're just
They don't even care. They don't know. They don't care.
And then you pass it on to another person.
Pass it on.